Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Couldn't wait any longer. The concrete is not even, the cement is not even 48 hours old hardly. Well, the top 5 inches is barely even, barely 48 hours. But I wanted to burn out the core, and I wanted to do something with it. I couldn't wait any longer. So I set her on fire. I dropped a couple pieces of paper down the riser and put some paper in the front and put a couple sticks in the port. But look, the sticks are gone. It's just burning off its own core. It's just running off its own core, running off itself. Ooh, that plywood's getting hot on the side there, but the stove is pretty safe. I could probably sit on the corner of it if I wanted to. Anywho, I put an aluminum cover on the front port there so she can breathe like a J-tube style. That's basically what this is a J-tube cast core rocket with a huge mass, all internal. Huge mass. It's like, I don't know, probably 400 pounds. I'm not really sure, I haven't weighed it, but let me tell you what, it put a lot of heavy stuff into it. But there's some perlite in there too, which is lightweight stuff, so. When I first lit it, it smelled like almost like toxic. I don't know why, because I only burned nothing but wood, but it seems, whatever it was, it seems to have burnt off. I think it was this scrap piece of insulated stainless pipe that I'm using. That's just a temporary riser. It's not even airtight. There's some gaps in it. But anyway, I think there was some debris from an old stove or something in there, because that's just a recycled piece that I'm using. And I think there was some shit inside the pipe there, and when it burned out, it really stunk. Wow. But she's burning pretty clean now. That's the exhaust pipe. Check out the smoke coming out of her. What smoke? What smoke? I'd put the camera down the pipe if I could reach. If I could reach that high, I'd just point the camera down the pipe and see how she looks. I could always take off that black pipe and look down the stainless one. But I'm just testing it inside the garage with the door wide open for proper, so I don't die in here from smoke inhalation or something. But it's not smoking at all. All it's doing is steaming. The concrete is steaming. There's some holes in that stainless pipe, and it's insulated, and the insulation got wet. So there's some steam coming off that, some steam coming off here. But she's burning clean as a whip. That's just steam coming from down here. Nothing but steam. And there's some steam coming off the cement also. It's mostly refractory cement on the inside, but the top 5 layers is different. It's mason mortar and plain Jane regular cement. Anyway, I couldn't wait any longer. I wanted to test fire it. I wanted to get that wooden core out because it won't flow right with 2 inches. It's supposed to be 6x6 flow, which is like 36 square inches of cross-sectional area. So it's supposed to be that, but right now with the wooden core, it's only got 2 inch, so it's only got a 2-inch gap in the middle. And 2x6, that's only a 12-inch cross-sectional area. So in order to get things flowing properly, you got to burn the core out. And the first burn is slow. Like when I first lit it, it went slow because that 2-inch gap is not enough for a 36-inch cross-sectional area system. So once it burns out, she'll be a little more accurate to where it should be. I'll be running 6-inch or 7-inch pipe on this thing probably. Right now it's got a 7-inch stainless pipe on there just for testing and just for burning out the core. So I'm just going to burn out the core here, and yeah, then we'll go from there. Eventually it'll have a bell, like You could probably burn it like this, just straight up and out the pipe, but the whole point of a rocket stove is so the heat doesn't go up straight up and out your pipe. There's supposed to be a bell on here, or there's another name for it, but anyway, a heat exchanger. There's a heat exchanger bell that goes on there, so I'll be doing that later on. And it'll be nothing more than a steel propane tank or steel barrel or something. Something simple and recuperated and easy to find. So you can see the fire is burning. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the fire burns down. It doesn't burn up, it burns down. Can you see the flames getting sucked in down there? See, there's thermal dynamics where heat rises, and the riser is bigger than the input here, bigger than the feed port. So through thermodynamics, it just the heat rises more on this side than it does on that side, so it just sucks the flame in, because with the airflow going out, there has to be displacement, so the air has to come in. Even though the flame's here, it burns down sideways, and most of the heat pulls convection up the pipe. It's pretty cool the way they work, and it's not very often you watch flames burn downwards. I've got a couple extra sticks here for fuel, but honestly, I've only put a couple of sticks in there, and it's running off the wooden core, which is good. That doesn't bother me at all. The wooden core can go ahead and burn out if I need to, or if it slows down. I don't want it to burn for long. I just want it to burn long enough to get the core out and let this finish curing. I don't want to get it too hot today. But if I need to, I can drop a couple sticks down in there, and yeah, they'll just feed vertically automatically, self-feeding. A stove like this, you could put a stick. It could stick out 3 or 4 feet, and it would just burn slowly and drop down. Well, hopefully, anyway. This is just prototype and testing, but so far so good. She's rocketing. You can see some glowing coals, which means it's pulling hard enough. And even with a leak here, and even with a leak here, it still works really good. There's a leak here somewhere. Yeah, there's a leak right there. But anyway, I'll be putting gaskets on it, or I'll seal it up with cement when I'm finalizing it. But you can see out the chimney here, she burns clean, super clean. No smoke. Every now and then you get an ash come fly up, and every now and then you get you can see the heat. But there's no smoke at all. It's clean, efficient burning like it's supposed to do. Even with damp wood and even with leaks and gaps, it burns clean as a whip. Safe. I can put my hand right here. Safe. Anyway, I'm running out of time and my battery's dying, so I'm just gonna let this burn out and look out for the next episode. If you're not a subscriber, first thing you got to do is figure out what's the matter for yourself. And second thing you got to do is click on that little subscribe button down in the corner down here. You got to click on that right there. Subscribe. Anyway, guys, have a good day.